Hey guys, how's it going? Eminem Gaming here, and today we're back with another video, and today I got a few things to talk about with Gran Turismo Sport. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm very surprised at how much I want this game now. Like, throughout the year I was like, oh, Gran Turismo's gonna come, it's a massive IP or whatever, I'll probably pick it up, depends on what's out, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really into races and all this sort of stuff, and then the trailer drops and I'm just like, I need Gran Turismo. That's what I've been like for the last day. I watched a 2.5 hour live stream of them just announcing the game, and then I watched an hour-long live stream of some like competitive races, like real professional Gran Turismo racers, just kicking ass, do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Doing really well, competitive scene, and I was just sat here like, my God, do you know what I mean? I'm just so excited for this game. Now the thing is, I ain't even like that. I don't really watch competitive sports. I don't watch, you know, Call of Duty. I don't watch, I don't even know what else really is competitive sports. I don't watch the fighters or anything. I never watch competitive sports. I was watching and absolutely loving Gran Turismo. Now, that says something for the game. So I'm absolutely hyped and excited for this game, and I cannot wait. But I want to talk about two things. Completion of the game so far, because it's good to check the progress of polyphony, and also about VR with Gran Turismo, because we know there's a VR mode. I think some of us were thinking, oh, there might be like a little bit or whatever. It's not going to be full, you know, full VR. But we found out, yes, it's absolutely 100% playable in VR. It's entirely playable in VR, the whole game. So if there's a career mode, you'll be able to do that. If there's a free roam mode, you'll be able to do that. If, you know, the competitive racing, you can do that. So it's going to be very interesting, you know, and I'm sat here like, you know, and this is going to see how VR really takes off. Could the racers, you know, because let's be honest here, with competitive racing, you know, sim racers, they have quite a big budget. That's all I'm going to say. They have quite a big budget for these games. Like, you can see like £10,000 like goddamn rigs and stuff with hydraulic brakes and all this sort of stuff, you know, in some of these sim racing games. So let's just say these guys take it pretty serious. So it'd be very interesting to see is, could you know, VR actually help these guys you know, be more immersed in the game. You know, they all have it in first person, so hey, who knows? It's going to be awesome to see, though, you know, kind of what they do with it and how it works with the VR and everything, you know. You know, be funny if you can like check your mirrors to see what's going on. That would be crazy. But yeah, I cannot wait for this game now. But let's also talk about the 50% completion rate of the game. It's not fully done yet. Now, some people are saying that that's bad sign, that it could be that you know, the game's going to be rushed out for 2016. That, you know, kind of you know, or it's going to be delayed, you know, because Sony certainly doesn't have a problem with delays. I don't think it's either of those things, and I'm going to tell you why. Polyphony is a huge studio. I don't think it's... Now, I'm probably going to be exposed here. I don't think it's Sony's biggest studio, because you've got, like, Santa Monica that has, like, XDev a part of it and stuff. You know, you've got Japan studio that is huge, and it's got, like, Team Ico on there. So I don't think it's the biggest studio, but it's definitely a huge studio. And bear in mind, they're kind of only working on one game, arguably two, because they are working on Gran Turismo 7 at the same time. But bear in mind, a lot of the stuff from Gran Turismo Sport is going to be in GT7, if we're honest here. You know, it's going to be a more flushed out game, more cars, more modes, but it's going to have pretty much everything GT Sport has and more. So yeah, it's very interesting to me. So I think that 50% done is realistic. I think because they've got the contract with the FIA, and with the formula, the racing, and they've got like all the licenses, and nowadays, which is crazy to think that Gran Turismo has all the licenses. And if you're particularly good at Gran Turismo, not me, but if you are particularly good, you have a small chance of actually lifting the world championship alongside Lewis Hamilton or Nico Rosberg. That is crazy, guys. Just think about that. Playing your video game, you could end up, lifting it with Nico Rosberg or Fernando Alonso or something. That'd be crazy, man. But yeah, I think we sat here 50%. You look at when they announced it at Paris Games Week. I'm guessing it's been about 5 to 6 months since then. We've got about another 5 to 6 months until the full game releases. I think a lot of the stuff that they've got, I think that's a little bit maybe disingenuous. Okay, 50% may be done, but with Gran Turismo, they're going to get the hard things out the way. The gameplay mechanics are crucial in Gran Turismo. That's what they're getting out the way. The high frame rate, that's what they're getting out the way. The accuracy of the tracks, and how, if there's a bobble on a Nuremberg ring on the third corner or something, that's going to be in Gran Turismo to scale and everything. You know what I'm saying? All the corners are so accurate and everything. So that's what they're focusing on. So even though technically, yes, it may be quote unquote 50% done, they've got the hard first half done. What they're going to add now, maybe a few extra modes, I'm not too sure. Maybe like split screen, I'm not too sure on that. Maybe like, yeah, like a little bit of free roam or whatever they could add into it. Maybe a few cars. We have 137 already announced. They might add a few cars with like sponsorships and all that sort of stuff. They may add that. And then I think they're going to focus a little bit more on the textures, the graphics and the textures, which we all know is the kind of the last thing they kind of put into a game, at least a good game. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the Order 1886, it had its textures and its graphics right at the start, but that wasn't a particularly great game. So I think, it's going to definitely improve. A lot of people were saying, oh, it didn't look that great, and I thought it looked beautiful. I mean, that 4K photo mode, man, that blew my goddamn mind. I thought, my god, I may be in that more than the goddamn game, and that's crazy because I don't like taking photos or whatever, but my god, did that look good. You can put like, you can have like a Ferrari at a gas station, or on Mount like on a mountain or something in Japan. There's different locations around the world. That was crazy. But I think the background, like the trees and the grass and everything, and even like what they called like the stewards and the fans that are watching, even though they're not real fans, you know what I'm saying, like the audience, that's definitely going to have a boost when the full game comes out, and that's simply because they're focusing on the main gameplay. Now, I don't think that this game will look as good as Drive Club. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and that's not saying that the game's going to look bad. No, Drive Club was goddamn melt your face gorgeous, but the performance is better. It runs at a full 60 instead of a 30 frames per second. It's not an arcade sim, it's a full sim racer. So I think they've spent more time, maybe working on the gameplay mechanics and stuff than, making the game look pretty. Particularly on launch of Drive Club, that was maybe a problem that they had. And yeah, I think there's a lot of positives, to be excited for Gran Turismo Sport. Let me know, guys. Are you going to pick it up? Are you excited for it? Are you going to leave it? For me, it's an absolute day one buy. I didn't think I'd be as excited as I am, but my god, I don't know why, but I'm absolutely hyped about this game, and yeah, I cannot wait to get some Gran Turismo goodness back on the PlayStation. So let me know, are you picking it up? Are you not really into sim racers? All that good stuff. But yeah, this has been Eminem Gaming, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys in a new video very soon.